welcome back to another video. In this one I want to do kind of my coloring process while I also draw Marinette from Miraculous Ladybug because I love her. I don't know what's going on in that show, but I thought this would be the perfect time to talk about it. So grab your sketchbooks and draw along with me as I kind of yap for like 10 minutes or however long this video is going to be. So I started with a pretty thin fine liner pen. I think I used both 0.05 and then 0.1 millimeter just because I wanted the biggest surface area possible to color. I'm just a coloring fiend at this point, but I'm not complaining because the liner turned out really nice. I really like using colored pencil as a form of liner because whenever you apply like a light layer of colored pencil and then you go over it with alcohol marker, the color kind of transfers and mixes with the alcohol marker, so you get kind of a purplish hue to whatever you add to the piece, which ended up happening for this drawing and I absolutely loved how it turned out. I actually used to dread doing line art because I thought it was so tedious and annoying to like, I guess like concentrate for that long. Like I had no attention span. I guess I still don't, but I was a lot more impatient when I was younger, and doing liner was like super annoying. I would always just do like messy liner and then I'd like complain when it didn't look like my sketch, when I should have really just like took my time with it. I feel like that would make it a little bit more of a rewarding experience because it's truly whenever you see your artwork kind of come to life a little bit. When I tried to sketch out this whole thing for the first time and I only had 2 little Marinette drawings down, I didn't really know what to add, so then I was like, you know, what else I like to color? Food. I love coloring food. Genuinely, I don't know what that says about me. Maybe my subconscious is just always hungry or something, but coloring food is just always so satisfying for me, so I always do it. Anyways, I finally started coloring here, and the way I go about it is I choose the lightest possible color that would be included in the piece, and then I kind of build my way up to whatever that character's base skin tone is. So for Marinette, I started with this like lightish salmon color. Because this piece is more cartoony, I didn't feel the need to like go super light and like use a bunch of different shades or anything. So I just used, I think, 2 main shades with alcohol markers, and then I went over it with Prismacolors to kind of add more dimension. But here I just only used 2 kind of coloring shades. I used this like darker salmon color for the shading, and then it just like kind of blended in with that peachy tone, and you can see that line art coming through. I'm so proud of that. I was super careful throughout this like skin tone coloring process just because I didn't want it to bleed through to her shirt, because I did want it to be like kind of a white or like light gray color at least. So I did try. I think like the color did leak a little bit somewhere, but I don't think it was super noticeable. I gave her kind of a different outfit than what's shown on the show. I stuck to the original design but kind of made it a little bit more like my style. I kind of just don't like how they did her like that in the show. Like I doubt she would wear that. She's a fashionista and you're putting her in those clothes, like, come on. I'm kidding. I love her design for the most part. I just kind of love like baggy jeans on her. I feel like skinny jeans are just not in for Marinette or the rest of the crew, so ban them. In a few seconds you're gonna see me skip over probably the most important part of like this whole drawing, which is like coloring in the hair. And I started off with this like lighter base color, and then I worked my way up to that darker navy color that Marinette has. I really like kind of this whole process, starting off with this light teal and then adding more and more depth and dimension as I add more tones of blue. So I start off with this like lighter color. You can see how I just completely skipped over that process. Don't know how that happened, but I did go over it with colored pencil as well. So I was watching the new season. I know like not all the episodes have come out yet, but I low-key like the new art style. Like I don't know why everyone's hating. Like it's kind of cute. I know it's like the old one's super nostalgic and everything, but I think they made a lot of improvements. Like it's so much like better quality now. I just hate how they did Adrian. I feel like everyone got a glow up except for Adrian and Marinette's like outfit. Like at the same time, I understand like why everyone loves the old art style. I just also kind of like this one. It just feels a little unfamiliar because it's so new. Anyways, I'm coloring in the pants now. I actually love this. I think this is my favorite part of coloring because I added this light blue Prismacolor just for like some added texture for the pants, and I don't know what it did. They just look so mystical, magical. I'm also really glad that I decided to use colored pencil to kind of add those details because it just really made the page pop out more. For the mini Marinette on the right, I decided to give her kind of like a salmon colored t-shirt, which is the same color that I use for parts of her pants, and I really like it, like a little off the shoulder look. I feel like it really suits her. And can we talk about how underrated the blue and pink combo is? Like she really walked so y'all could run. Like it looks so cute on her. I think if I had to like dye my hair, I would dye it the same color as Marinette, and I would just pull up with a picture of her on my phone and be like, yo, like come in like this, like get me exactly like this, like give me her hair. For her top, I decided to go in with the gray because I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave the background white at this point, so I just played it safe. And then I gave her the same little design that she has in the show. With coloring clothes, I feel like I have the same process for like everything. I kind of just go in with the lightest color and then I build my way up because I just think it's the easiest way to not make like mistakes when you draw. I think something I've recently learned, which is really valuable, is not like barfing out every single color I possibly can onto a sketchbook page. I've tried to like limit myself more, and I think that's like improved my general art style in a way. Anyways, here we're finally here like coloring little macarons, which I love this part. I love coloring in food, like I said earlier. I don't think I've ever had like authentic French macarons before. I've had like Costco macarons, if those are close, but I didn't love them that much. I really like the pistachio ones, those are really good, so I drew a pistachio one in their honor. To finish it all off, I am using an Artex marker. Yes, I know, I use these in every video on every art piece, and no, I'm not apologizing. I think I might be the biggest Artex like paint pen glazer on the planet, but I absolutely love these. I think it's just because I feel like I can't make too many mistakes with them because I can just go over them because they're just paint markers. But yeah, I finally finished the piece. Thank you so much for sticking around with me, and I hope you really like the end result. I hope you enjoyed drawing with me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Also, please let me know if you think this Miski is real or fake because I can't tell. They have like dents on them. I don't know if it's real or fake. I hope it's real, but I think it's fake. Okay, see ya.